If you thought you were fucking fighting people and you thought you were going to come out unscathed, then shame on you. You know what I mean? Like, punches are not fucking vitamins.
Yeah.
You know? So Yablonski, I was one of his best men, and he's a phenomenal human being. I think, truly one of the toughest guys to have ever played hockey.
He
is a fucking animal, and he loves it. He brought me to Russia. We had a great time. We lived together, worked out together. We had many great fights against each other, wars. Here's one for you. This is a great story about me and Yabo. So I got called up already. We were teammates in Peoria. That's where we met. And I was a defenseman. He was a forward. And I told you we were on a powerhouse team. We were first place in the coast. And so I get called up to Lowell. And then all of a sudden I get a call from my boy Yabo. And Yabo calls me and he goes, "Hey, Gills." He's like, I got the call. I was like, I didn't know where the fuck he got the call. Like, back then it wasn't like there was a ticker coming across the screen or something.
Yeah.
And so I was like, "Hey, fuck yeah, bro. Congrats, man." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Thanks, buddy." He's like, "But I got called up to play you tonight." And I said, "Oh, yeah?"
Oh, no.
And I went, "Oh, yeah?" And I'm on the bus. Like, we're on the fucking way there. You know, we're on the way to Worcester. And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You know, you got to give me a go. Like, we got to go tonight. You know the deal. He's like, we got to go." And I wasn't thinking like anything like that. And I was like, all right. I go, "All right, bro." I'm like, "I get it." I'm like, "I appreciate the heads up." He could have just seen me in warm up and already been fucking preparing for days.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how honorable he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he goes, "We're going to show these motherfuckers what we're about." And I'm like, all right, fair enough. And so I don't know if y'all know this, but Jeremy Yablonski was like a 6-time Golden Glove champion. He barely lost any boxing matches. Like,
I did not know this.
Like 1 or 2. He's like 100 and something. Like, he's fucking insane. Like, he's a killer. And he also won 2 heavyweight belts in MMA. Like, devastating, like, monster dudes. One of them was a monster that he knocked the fuck out, like, put to sleep. He's tough.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just a beast. Like, I take pride in working out, but he's an absolute specimen. I mean, he looks like when you go to the doctor and you see like the fucking poster on the wall. Yeah, and it's a bone chart, and he's the other one with no fucking skin. Just a muscle. He got muscles everywhere. He's a fucking and he's a scientist with eating and working out. I mean, this guy is the real deal, buddy. He knows more about it than probably anyone I think that's played.
Wow.
I mean, he's probably as knowledgeable as that Gary Roberts guy that trains all these guys for huge money. Like, Yablonski's a fucking scientist with this shit.
Wow,
so
wow.
You going against Yablonski? This fight, how did that go? That was a good.
Okay, so the first one, we fight twice in that game.
Okay.
So the first one, he kind of falls, and it didn't go good. You know, like, we kind of lost our balance. It wasn't a great one. So we go to the box, and you know the deal. Like, we know what we're fucking there for.
It wasn't the showcase that you wanted.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so he looks over and he says, "We got to go again, brother." I was like, "All right, bro." And so a couple, we go back. We don't get a lot of shifts, obviously, at that time. So we go back out and we have one of the best fights of all time. I wish I could find it, but it was kind of before the YouTube. And we're going toe to toe, punch in the face, both hands by the bench. Like, it was just long, like a marathon.
Is there a moment when you guys are slamming each other and you're like, "We're doing it"? Like,
no, and we're trying to kill each other. And then right after the fight, we kind of like hug each other and give each other a pat. And I'll never forget it. He goes, "I fucking love you, bro. Great fight." And I'm like, "I fucking love you." It's like Rocky shit, you know? It's fucking incredible. It's incredible. And so we go to the box, and you're that adrenaline's wild.
The place is going fucking berserk.
It's like you're Incredible Hulk, you know, that adrenaline after, especially a war like that. Like, we're both kind of fucked up a little bit. And I'll never forget, right after the fight, right after we just did that, you remember Terry Virtue? He's a fucking legend, played for forever.
I know the name. I don't know much.
Yeah, it was like a tough defenseman, like, just a legend. Like, look him up, Terry Virtue. Terry Virtue had like a little bit of a lisp or whatever, but great guy, and he was Jeremy's teammate. He looked at us and he just looked at us both, and we're going to the box like just fucking 2 superheroes. We're all jacked up, you know, and he goes, "You two are buddies?" He's like, "You guys are fucked up." And like me and Jeremy still talk about it. Like that's just a couple of our wars. Like he's a fucking tough motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, that is fucking insane. Like,
yeah, he's
preparing
awesome.
to fight your buddy, not getting what you wanted out of it, going again. That's fucking nuts.
Well, it's just honorable, you know.
Yeah.
That's what people don't get. Like they, you know, most of the time it's not, you're not hating the guy. Like we're literally like best buddies. Like,
right.
You know, we're both trying to make it. We're both trying to like make more money and get to the, it has nothing to do about money. Like we're trying to get to the fucking NHL, what we dreamed about our whole lives. Like we're not going to let anything get in our way. If he knocks me out, well, whatever, we'll probably have a beer and be fine. Like one time, this is another fight later on in our careers. I guess I give him like a knot. He still has it, but he got it removed. It was like a knot from punch. And I gave him a black eye and he also gave me a black eye. So after the game, like my wife went and seen his wife Sharston and his daughter Taylor. She's like a phenomenal soccer player, like on the best team in like the nation. Wow. And she's a stud athlete, and he trains her like she's a beast. And so I didn't see him after.
Dessert for her.
Yeah, I don't know, but I didn't. That's good. I didn't see him after, but my wife went and seen. You know, we're good friends with them. And so after the game, I take a little picture. You know, the phone sucked back then. Probably a razor or some shit compared to now. Remember those? And so I take a picture, and I'm like, I gave him a picture, and I like write a text. I put, "You gave me a black eye, fucker," you know, type deal. And then he sends me back another one, and he's like, "You gave me a black eye, motherfucker," you know, like it's we don't give a fuck. Like, you know, we're pumped that we had like one of the best fights probably of the fucking year in the whole league, and we're best friends. You know, like that gets around. Like, these two fucking guys like are trying to kill each other and they're best friends, you know?
Ha